everybody, it is time for episode 3 of Fallout recipes from the official Fallout cookbook. Today's recipe, and this is going to be the last of this type of drink I do for the moment. Today's drink is Nuka Quartz, another refreshing twist on your favorite soft drink, this time with a smooth vanilla taste. This is an easy recipe, prep time of 12 hours, cook time 30 minutes, servings 15 to 20. Pairs well with Mole Rat Wonder Meat dip. I hope that this is focusing on it. It seems like it's having some problems. It gives us +1 agility for 30 minutes. That actually sounds very accurate. The recipe calls for 1 cup of water, 2 cups of sugar, 1 split and scraped vanilla bean, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and we're also going to need seltzer water for the final step, just like with the others, but we don't actually need the regular Nuka Cola syrup for this one, thankfully, because that went bad a while back and I got rid of it. So, this is a fairly simple recipe, just like the Nuka Cherry was. So, we're going to start out by combining the water, sugar, and vanilla bean into a saucepan. So we need 1 cup of water and 2 cups of sugar. So our cup of water is done. That's going to be very little water for the amount of sugar that's going in this. I went ahead and got this out because I wasn't sure, or both sugars out because I wasn't sure if I have enough left in this one for 2 cups. It's going to be close. I think I will though. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's 1.5. Dang it. I'm going to have to open up the other sugar. Be back in just a moment when this is filled. Okay, our 2 cups of sugar are done. So we're going to pour in 2 whole cups of sugar. And then we also have to add the vanilla bean. We don't have the vanilla extract until later. So I went ahead and cut this up earlier. Cut it, got the beans out. I think I did that right because I've never done it before. So drop that in. So next up, we have to whisk it until the sugar has dissolved and bring it to a boil on a stove. Place over medium to high heat. Sounds good. So give me time to clean up after this for a few minutes. So we're going to bring it up to 8, not quite to 10. Apologize for the sniffling. I might be coming down with a bit of a cold at this point in time. It's that time of year, you know. This definitely looks like it should have had more water in it. I gotta admit though, this is probably gonna be my favorite one so far, just because it's literally, it's gonna taste like ice cream, I'm sure, just sugar, water, vanilla, and vanilla bean. So basically sugar, water, and vanilla. Which the vanilla beans are quite expensive compared to even like the vanilla extract. I'm sure you could probably substitute with something else, but I don't know. Maybe you could, maybe you can't. Okay guys, over the next, it doesn't give you an actual time you're supposed to leave it in there for once. So I'm just going to basically let it sit for a little while, and I'll be back when it starts boiling so that I can pour it into a container and add the vanilla extract. So I'll be back in a few minutes, probably like 10 to 15 minutes I would assume, because my stove takes a little while to heat up. Okay guys, that boiled really, really fast. I'm shocked. It usually takes my stove longer than that to heat up, so I'm pleasantly surprised at that. So, once that's done, we move it off of the heat, which I'm doing now. And now it just looks like water. It literally just looks like water in there. So now we have to add a tablespoon, not a teaspoon, a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So we're going to do that now. Sink. That was loud. At least I still have some vanilla extract left. It's not that cheap either. So then we stir it again. Smells good though, you can smell the vanilla bean quite well in this. Okay, so now that all that has been boiled, our next step is to let it cool and then place it in an airtight container. Then we have to cover and store it in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours and up to 2 weeks. I'm not going to show me pouring it because this time I'm going to let it cool outside of the container because the container I have is plastic. So naturally I don't want to leave something extremely hot in plastic. I mean, yeah, it would probably be okay, but you know, what's the point of taking that risk, you know, guys? So I will be back here tomorrow or the day after, and we will take on the final step. I did forget to mention before that you will also need, for this final step, I think I said that you need the seltzer water and the syrup and not the original Nuka Cola syrup, but you also need heavy cream. You don't need much of it, but you do need a bit of heavy cream. So I didn't mention that before because for some reason it's not stated in the upper part of the recipe. None of these state the bottom ingredients for some reason. I don't know why that is, but that's just how this is. So you will need some heavy cream and seltzer water for the final step of this. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow for the finished product. Okay guys, the final product for the Nuka Cola Quartz is done. Now unfortunately, when I first tried to record this, the camera didn't start for some reason. I guess that's the problem with having a 6-year-old camera. But anyway, so it's the ingredients are already combined. To make the actual glass of cola, you need a cup of seltzer water, or just a can, or however much of that you need, ice, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and with that, 4 tablespoons of Nuka Cola Quartz syrup. You don't need the regular Nuka Cola syrup to do this. So, let's have a taste. That's really, really good. That's actually very good. It tastes a lot sort of like an ice cream float. Very good overall taste for that one. That's definitely my favorite one so far. It's real sweet, a little bit of vanilla ice cream flavor to it. Definitely one I would recommend. It's a pretty easy recipe. It's not horribly expensive to make overall. I mean, the vanilla bean is a little bit of a problem, but everything else is really easy. So pretty easy to make overall. Would definitely recommend this one. Definitely my favorite one so far, though that might just be because I screwed up the Nuka Cola recipe really badly. So I don't know what's going to come next, guys. I don't want to do another drink next. I want to do something food-based next. I don't know what it's going to be because I'm not a very competent chef. So we'll see what comes next. I'll find something hopefully simple to prepare. So whenever that happens, I will see you guys then.